Hello, Sydney here, and welcome to the Drunken Orc. This is just a quick video to show you the Kit Bash Mech Boy that I've done for the Discord Orc Community's February conversion competition. Every month there's a competition, if you don't already know, to knock together a model, kit bash, convert, whatever you like, or just paint up one you've got, I suppose, for a specific theme. And February's was Bionics. I wasn't too concerned, to be fair, when I first heard about it. I thought, I might give this one a miss, concentrate on what I'm doing instead. But do you know what? Your mind starts thinking and synapses fire and crackle into life. And I got an idea, so I put this together. His name is, well, actually, he's got a title as well. He's a professor, no less. He's a mech boy who works under my big mech, Leonardo Orc da Vinci. And this is Professor Theevin Orkin. He's a deaf skull, so he's a bit of a thief. And obviously, he's very, very clever indeed. And like most of my army, they seem to love a pun, which is... Yeah, well, it is what it is, isn't it? It's dad jokes are us and all that. So, what he's got a custom Mega Blaster, as you can see. It's hard to get the whole thing in focus here. So, he's got a custom Mega Blaster here, and it's on the end of a telescopic arm. That's his main bionic. He's also got a bionic leg on his right, and half of his face is metal as well. He wields a mallet instead of a chopper, and he's got some tools on his back. So that is Professor Theevin Orkin. I'm going to run through the lore. I've made a little backstory up for him, which I'll just explain why he is what he is. Then I'll spin the model around a bit, have a proper look, and show you what bits were used to put him together. So the idea was, he was a big mech with a deaf skulls, and he wielded, like a lot of big mechs do, custom Mega Blaster, and like a lot of custom Mega Blasters do, it exploded. When it exploded, it took off his right arm, his right leg, and half of his face. So when he was getting put back together, with a little bit of bionic help, he got a telescopic arm fitted, so in future, any explosions or malfunctions would be kept at arm's length. So, safety zone. Also, it's probably quite effective if you just telescope it out, hold it next to an enemy and just fire it. There's a 1 in 6 chance it'll take them with it. But that's just, fluff as opposed to actual rules. So, that's the lore to him. Now, if I spin him round a little bit, we'll start off with the body. I'll turn that way. Some of them will go out of focus there. It's a knob body, just from the standard knob kit. I cut the lower half of the right leg off and replaced it with a bionic leg I made out of just some plastic rods and a tiny bit of plastic card for the toes. I'll tilt it up, you'll be able to see that better. There we go, see that? Yeah. Pretty basic stuff. The head, I believe, is off I think it's off the Mega Knob kit. I think it's a big mech out of that. I used the head for that, but not the face mask. The left arm is a knob arm. The one that goes with the big chopper, he's only holding it over his shoulder, so there's nothing in that hand. So I cut the wrist, repositioned the hand, and made a mallet out of a bit of plastic rod. Well, 2 bits of plastic rod, thin bit and a thicker bit. Couple of tiny little bits. Let's see if I can zoom in from some of these. Tiny little bits for some dags on the edge of the mallet, and some green stuff for the wrap handle. Backpack, spin the dude round, is off the spanner from the Looter's kit, as is the custom Mega Blaster itself. Might as well go to that now. There we go, the custom Mega Blaster's off that spanner. And you can see the hand he's holding it in was just scratch built with, again, plastic tube. Just cutting a little, well, actually might have been plastic rods for that. Just cutting a little length, 45 degrees to make a thumb. And again for the fingers. Now turn them round. So from that angle there, you can see the back of the hand round the trigger. The little glyph on the back, meaning powerful, I think. Maybe he's just spikes, not sure. But yeah, so there's the back of it. So you can see his arm there. His big telescopic arm. Just lengths of plastic tube again. Getting smaller and smaller, so it slid into each other and just glued into place. I did try doing it so it would telescope in and out, a bit like a car aerial. Also thought about using a car aerial, but it was far too big and heavy. But I couldn't get it to work. I just couldn't get the mechanism to stop. They would just fall out. I thought about trying to put little pinholes in with a little bar sticking out of each one to stop it, but on the smaller lengths it was just far too fiddly, and I thought, I'm not going to bother, it's a load of bollocks, and left it. You can see on the shoulder end there, we've got the worky bit. That is just an engine piece off a mega knob at the back there, and a fan belt off the truck on the first length, just to show what spins and turns, and all the rest of the cogs and tooth bars and what have you. They're all on the inside. It works on the inside, all internal gubbins. There's also a panel from the mega knobs. I think it's a chest panel. There's a few of them you get with the kit. You can have glyphs and armor plates and wires and what have you. There's one of those stuck on the inside of his telescopic arm bicep, for want of a better word. That's where it would be. And I try to put some gloss, non-oil gloss on it, just around there, just to give it a slightly more wet, oily sort of feel. Hopefully that's come across. Other than that, there's a few extra knob kit bits. There's the cloth that's hanging between his legs, his loincloth, and there's some shoulder pads, the mech one, or possibly a bone. And the other one's like an explosion, or again, possibly a birthday cake. But they're on there. But from this angle you can see the shoulder joint. It's like a ball joint for his telescopic arm. It's a couple of discs, getting slightly smaller with a ball on the end. That's actually a resin piece from Gear Guts Workshop. It is the custom Mega Blaster for a grot tank. I wanted to put different KMBs on the grot tanks, so I cut that off, probably breathed all the dust in just for good measure, and that's pinned to the torso and pinned down the arm, so it's nice and secure. There's also a pin through his mallet hand and his leg, just to make sure it was extra secure. So there you go. That's my entry for February's competition on the Orc Community Discord, Professor Theevin Orkin. Hope you like it. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and all that gubbins, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye now. Take care.